Coming up next, we have Big Bird versus Gachikun, and I'm so excited for this mirror.
Yeah, so we listened to the boys in the analyst desk over there talk about this, and they said they were kind of split on this one, right? So Big Bird and Gachikun. So look, Gachikun obviously one of the strongest Rashid players there is, but you know I've seen. I remember Big Bird gave Gachikun a little bit of trouble before with his own Zeku actually, but he also plays Rashid, and so that's going to be one of those advantages for Big Bird. I feel like because that means that he understands the matchup. I'm really curious to see who Big Bird chooses to play against Gachikun.
I hope it's the mirror because I feel like it's for all the marbles in the playground kind of thing. And I really think that if they do play out the mirror, it's going to be whoever gets the corner control first is really going to be the one who has the advantage. So you kind of don't want to play into the other's game. I think Gachikun has the advantage, though, just because he plays a very slow, steady game. So that's from what I've seen. And
pick Gachikun.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't want to say I pick someone because we're commentating the match and we want to stay even, but I just really think that if you're very calculated in what you're going to do and there's like intention in your choices and you can get into the corner first, you've sealed the deal for that round.
For sure. But you know what? Let's actually take a look at what Big Bird has to say about the Capcom Pro Tour.
I would say the Pro Tour made me get picked up by Nasser Esports. And on top of that, having done well last year, I got picked up by Red Bull as well. And this is probably any player's dream, is to be on like a good team and like a team that takes care of them. On top of that, Red Bull, which is one of the best sponsors a player can have. So I would say the Capcom Pro Tour is probably the best thing that ever happened to me at the moment. And it made me go to places I would never thought of going. So yes, CPT is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
You know, one of the things I can't emphasize enough is how hard of a road that a player like Big Bird has to get here. You know, he's from the Middle East. There's not as many of the events out there. It's harder for him to pick up the Capcom Pro Tour points. So shout outs to his sponsor, Nasser, for flying him out to a bunch of events. And, you know, we can have players from anywhere around the world make this top 32. As I think Ultra David mentioned, there was 12 countries represented here, and that's insane. But
it's a global event. That's what's so nice about it. World Warriors.
Exactly. True world warriors and players coming from everywhere. And yet, well, there you go. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted here. We've got the Rashid mirror match coming up.
I'm so excited. We get to keep the Rashid card. I'm joking.
Yeah, I know, right? After whoever wins this, the other person has to switch characters forever. No, I'm just kidding.
So I believe Gachikun is going to be wearing the turquoise turban. Let's double check.
Remember the name well.
Right, so. Oh, okay, so Big Bird is actually going to be in the blue one right now, and Gachikun is in the dark blue. So, you know.
Oh, nice with that crouch forward fierce. Such a good tool. Oh, gets in. Yeah, we're going to see lots of crouching light kicks too, I think.
Nice range on that standing heavy punch from Big Bird.
Oh, gets in with overhead.
Yep. And now pushing Gachikun towards the corner. And remember, that's the nice thing about Rashid is that his corner carry and also the ability to control where on the screen he is in relation to the corner is so powerful. And see, he's got escape, V reversals, but look at this. Gachikun was ready for it, called it out, and punished it.
Okay, we got, V trigger 2. They both chose just because you get a little bit more functionality than that one burst damage that V trigger 1 offers. I think that's definitely the right choice for the mirror match.
Also gives you the ability to cancel and just turn defense into offense, which is always a powerful tool to have. And look at this right now, Big Bird just playing this offense, but Gachikun is being so patient. He's built up a lot of gray health. You can see that on his life bar right there. It's filling up again right now, but that was so sick.
Eagle strike right in there.
Oh, man. Using the V-trigger activation, but I think he wanted to punish that fireball. It was a little too slow, but caught Big Bird out of the air with the same result afterwards, with the kill combo afterwards.
Big Bird in good positioning for this match just due to how much meter he has on deck. Oh, nice shimmy there. Work him into the corner.
All right, and now, like, as we mentioned, the corner is such a dangerous place. You can't walk backwards. It's hard for you to control your distance from the opponent, so it causes you to get locked down so badly.
Really good pressure. Gachikun's gonna have to V reversal or something just to get that stun out there.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing.
Locked down.
Yeah. as a Rashid player, you know that's what Rashid is looking for, the ability to jump off the wall to escape the corner. Not gonna happen. Yeah, and Big Bird, and look at that, 62 seconds left on the clock. That wasn't a, just a slaughter kind of perfect. That was slow, calculated, and just stifling from Big Bird. You see a good start here. Both players with 1 round on the board already. Okay, that's going to be able to be extended into the corner.
Here we go. This is, he doesn't get the jump up, but still, I would take that trade.
Yeah.
With just the minimal damage there, and then really good positioning for Big Bird. Nice escape, but gets punished for it. Ooh.
Yeah, both of them right now ready for that escape. Not that time,
tried it
though.
again, yeah, didn't get caught. Didn't work 2 times.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he's going to get punished. He wanted to use the EX Eagle Spike because it goes through it and puts him back in the corner, but it was blocked, punished, and now the stun, and then Gachikun is going to take the first game. Whew.
What are their stats right now? I gotta look it up right now, because we have 4-3 for Big Bird. Big Bird has 1 more over Gachikun playing it out.
Round 1.
Interesting here. So he is going to stick with the Rashid here. I was curious to see if he might have changed characters. That's one of the advantages of the 3 out of 5 is that you have more room to switch to another character, test to see how it goes out, to see how it goes. But it looks like Big Bird potentially going to stick with the Rashid this whole entire way.
Good. I like the commitment. I love a man that can commit. Very nice. Gachikun getting in there. I love just like the intention with like the footsies too, the moving around. Like they own this real estate. We're in the neutral, but there it is, worked into the corner. Very dangerous part for Gachikun. He's halfway to stun.
Yep, and now the V-trigger activation sets him up for the throw. And now the pressure, oh boy. Okay, so this is a bad situation here. Thrown into the corner, 2 throws now. More pressure, but
Wake up EX.
just goes for it, just goes for it.
That's like a very Oil King move, you know? Yeah, just get up and do it.
Oh, wow. Wake up buttons right there from Big Bird. Gachikun might have expected a back roll, but instead a quick rise for Big Bird and was able to catch him. Oh, he's going to be able to get some good damage off of that. Yeah, just ran right into that crouching heavy punch.
Oh, fearless. Didn't quite get the punish there on the whip. Oh, get him.
Now, trying to get himself out of the corner here. Oh my God, he's doing it again for EXs, and now
there was no punish on that. He got like they tried to go for the grab and then just didn't get it.
What? Point blank air eagle spike. Okay. Oh, that was definitely an execution error. Had to have been an execution error. Now Gachikun showing that he's willing to throw out those EX mixers as well.
This character, look again.
Back and forth with the EX mixers. Who's gonna get the last laugh here with the EX? Oh,
very nice throw escape.
And you know what?
Low.
Yeah, he knows the punish. He knows the punish. So Gachikun now tying it 1-1 here. And Gachikun wants to go up 2-0 over Big Bird, build himself that sizable lead. Can't even explain to you how much the lead and the game score like that affects how you feel, the nervousness.
And Gachikun used that on Big Bird. Big Bird tried to use that twice on Gachikun. It's like, it's truly a mirror match.
Oh my goodness, wonder how much of this is the people like stealing stuff from each other on the spot, but Gachikun is gonna get the stun and the kill. And yes, indeed, he is going up 2-0 versus Big Bird.
Okay, I need to look. So we had Saigon Cup, Big Bird won 2-0. But then at Red Bull Kumite, we saw Gachikun with the 3-2 in the LCQ semifinals.
And again, just as a reminder, we do have we have more matches going on Capcom Fighters 2 as well. So we've got some crazy matches going on both streams right now. You definitely don't want to miss any of these matches. But right
Whose
here.
wind is more turbulent?
And you know, he's still sitting there. I don't think he's locked into Rashid yet. He's definitely thinking about now. Okay,
commit.
He's sticking with it.
Costume change.
Yes, he's going for the costume change, going for the sporty Rashid.
I just really like how when we heard Sejam speak about it earlier, how they were both like, yeah, I want to go against them because they're like slow, committed, you know, and they both felt like the same about each other. But now when we get into the match, we really see a difference in play, you know? It's almost like they've anticipated, oh, this is what they expect of me. So now I'm actually going to throw out those wake-up EXs. I'm going to try to, you know, push buttons at silly times. So not silly times, but just different than what's expected. Yes,
yeah.
thank you. Better word.
Yeah, I mean, one of the wisest things that I've ever heard from a fighting game player was from the, you know, veteran Alex Vai. He told me for every 2 logical things you do, you got to throw out 1 random thing, because that way you'll always be unpredictable. But Gachikun right now is thinking that Big Bird is super predictable, because look at this.
So much control Gachikun has, but Big Bird can turn it around right here. He's got favorable positioning, working Gachikun in the corner. Nice miss of that throw.
Right. Just a little bit of life left now for Big Bird. Big Bird's got to find a way to get some damage here, otherwise it might be the end for him. But here's a good start, and now we're in the corner, and as we mentioned, this is such a crucial position right now. Another throw. Jab him out of the air.
Look at that. Just what a comeback, but is it enough?
Oh, no. Then the one nice poke right there from Gachikun to get the cancel into the V-trigger, and now Gachikun at match point. Newly sponsored by Red Bull.
All right, really good neutral here. Both trying to see when is the best opening.
Yeah, they are just looking at each other right now, staring each other down, trying to find out who wants to make the first move, and it was Gachikun, and it landed.
Oh, nice crush counter. Oh, very nice ending.
Yeah.
Doesn't drop the combo, gets favorable positioning.
Ooh, misses that throw, just a little wrong timing on that, but he's gonna get some decent damage here, and a close to stun. Yeah, that's the important thing, but then you know what? The desperation uppercut from Gachikun is gonna pay off. Gets out of there from the stun, the danger of stun.
And he still has V-Trigger 2 on deck, so he can activate.
Oh, that's a counter hit right there. He's gonna get some big damage in here in the corner. Oh, that just barely clipped. Activate.
Oh, nice.
He tried, yeah, he tried to
stuffs it.
Yeah, he tried to punish that fireball, but then Big Bird saw that, so he canceled it into the roll to save himself. But here comes Gachikun. Just needs one more hit, and he is on into the next, and there it is! The dashing, crouching light kick is such a great button for Rashid, because it reaches far, and it's fast, and it catches you off guard, and there it is, Gachikun, a 3-0 over Big Bird. Oof. That's a rough way to start, but you know what? As we mentioned, he's still got a chance in the loser's bracket, so.
The goal is the same. The journey is now just different.
Exactly. I like that.
I say this all the time. The goal is still the same. The journey just changed a little bit.
Very, very positive way to look at that.
Listen, because I always say this at tournaments, but some of our greatest narratives in fighting games have come from the loser's bracket. And some of the most memorable things, like let's talk about Evo and Bonchan's crawl through loser's bracket till before top 8. I will remember that and that narrative more than any other narrative that Evo, you know, like that was just, there was so much heart. And it was just truly like an intimate look at the player and like the journey they have to go through.
And even just yesterday, we had ZJZ get sent to losers in pools and made it all the way out as well. So there you go.
Reset.
Yeah, so you can never be too discouraged when you get sent to losers bracket. We old schoolers call that the John Choi route. Okay, so shout outs to John Choi. Always would do that, go into the losers bracket first round and then come out and win the whole entire tournament.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the interesting thing about going the loser's bracket route is you do end up playing twice as many matches as you do from the winner's bracket route. So that's kind of one of the reasons why people like to stay in the winner's side. But on the other hand, the loser's bracket, because there are so many matches, is an area where you can pick up momentum. You can kind of warm up. If you start winning a bunch of matches, your confidence.
You're on like a hot streak, yeah.
Exactly.
Everything plays into it.
Exactly.